We are live for this week's Dana White Contender Series, Week 7. Just getting ready to put all the post out real fast, and then we'll start working through the card real fast. Of course, we cannot do pitcher in pitcher for Dana White Contender Series, so maybe bouncing back and forth around a bit tonight. Again, we are live on Twitter, Facebook. I'm sorry, YouTube, Twitter, and millions.co, urmillions.co. Say hey in the chat. Just waiting for the feed to actually start. We're at 8 o'clock on the dot. That's about when they start doing the lead in part. We got 5 fights tonight, 2 lightweight fights. So they're getting ready to go live. Screen just went black. Just waiting for it to come back on. Kobe Jones, definitely a high prospect. I think I've used him in like my fantasy matchmaking every single time I've written one up. Main event, CFC heavyweight champion Greg Velasco goes up against Shamil. I'm not going to bother to try to say his last name. Definitely his toughest fight to date. What's up, Craig? How's it going? Just trying to get this note set up over here because last time there was comments in the millions page that I was told would come over to StreamYard and did not. So it's got to try to get this all laid out and how I need to be able to see everything. Especially since ESPN Plus has figured out a way to block my picture-in-picture tool. So 5 fights tonight, 2 lightweight titles, or 2 lightweight fights, a flyweight, a women's strawweight, and a men's heavyweight. Men's heavyweight, the heavyweight one features UFC heavyweight champion Greg Velasquez. He fights Shamil Gaziev. I think I have everything set up. Yeah, speaking of bets, I have one in so far. I was meaning on trying to get them into the ticker below. These headphones also hate me. All right, so I have one across all five fights tonight. Under 2.5 in the first one, under 2.5 in the second one. Talida Adinkar in the third. Jacoby Jones, the 3.5 spread. I think he just demolishes him. And then under 1.5 in the main event. I don't see that even hitting the second round. But Velasco is like stupid strong. You can take damage and just keep going. So didn't want to play around with other round props there. Then I have one that's built off of the main bet. It's under 2.5, and then Toledo, Alankar. If either one of those hit, I'm going to give away a couple shirts tonight as well. These are always fun to watch too, because I think I've been. I was at that fight. I was at that fight. Yeah, Greg Velasquez is actually pretty fun. So heavyweight guy has jiu-jitsu as well. You don't really see that from a heavyweight a lot. I think he has a couple of heel hooks and an arm bar, and then of course the remainder being ground and pound. Dylan Montello, I was at the fight that they're showing now. That one he took actually a bunch of damage, almost was finished, and then got a rear naked choke at the buzzer. Like it was 4 minutes 59 seconds and milliseconds. I think that was Big Dan that was the referee for that one. He even went over to the commission table and was amazed that it actually even happened. Yeah, Big Dan was the referee. Not sure if Dylan pulls it off on this one, but my issue there is I don't watch enough areas to actually know that region. Dylan Montello again does train out of Sarah Longo. In this corner tonight, I believe, is Charlie Campbell. I forget who else he said was coming out with him tonight. I'm curious to see how Yanni does tonight. He's been pretty good this season. mean, I'm not a fan of agreeing with him on 2 out of 3. Uh, I mean, I think the smarter pick, honestly, for the women's fight is over 2.5. You do see when you get two Brazilian against each other, they tend to just stalemate each other. Yeah, I must have a different left side, left earlobe or something. The left one was not staying right. It was good to go. Yeah, yeah, Luciano. It's that should be a decent fight. I think we're gonna go all 3 rounds. How did I have it on topology? On topology, I went the Silva decision in the first, but I think he gets to finish there. Um, I have Cruz. These actually all go against my bets. Um, Kanan, I have a TKO in the 3rd round. I have Alan Carr by decision. Kobe Jones by decision. That one I feel pretty confident in. And then Gaziev, 1st round knockout. Then I finally came across that slate shit that's always promoted in the octagon. I looked it up before. Is a carbon. It was promoted as carbonated chocolate milk, which sounds fucking gross, but they're actually coffee drinks. I think the biggest interesting part is it's all like stevia and all that too, so no added sugar. They do mention that it's lactose free, but the first ingredient is milk. Then when that's done, we're gonna drink even more caffeine because apparently I don't know what else to drink. Skipping alcohol tonight. And, um, Harrison Rogers from UFL and F3 sent me a case of the tropical theory, so we'll try that out. This first fight on Typology, they do have the Silva picked by 84%, with 20% going by knockout, 21% by sub, and 53 by decision. They have Silva 44% by knockout, 3% by submission, 44% by decision. We'll see how this one goes. And then I believe after the next stream after this one is next week's Contender Series, featuring two CFFC veterans, Danny Barlow and Raheem Forrest. I am trying to get Danny Barlow for an interview. I hate doing them week out, so I think I might miss that one. But we'll see how that goes. Another CFFC veteran on that card is Angel Chico. He actually submitted a now former bantamweight champion, Vilson, however you say that. Um, that also includes a training partner of Sevkrat, or however you say his name. I always mess that one up. So, and I think I'm actually on board for the remainder of the season for Tuesday Night Contender Series. Mainly because I think there's a CPC guy on. If not, I know the one week is like Yori from up in CES in Massachusetts, and there's also um, another Massachusetts guy who trains out of mom's basement. So again, I have this bet as under 2.5. So hopefully we don't see it. Kill the Discord because it keeps beeping in my ear. You go right. I take it. I don't know what made me take decision on topology and then bet under 2.5. I think the only decision we actually get tonight is in the female, even though I could see a submission either way. So, so we have a couple people watching. If you're watching, feel free to hop in chat. If you're in YouTube, there's a chat box. You hop in there. If you're on Millions, I do have that up tonight as well. I can see those chats now. I did messed up last week and did not have those up. And then if you're on Twitter, I believe you just reply. I think it pops in here. If not, I'll pop up in the right hand on my computer and I'll say, hey, be sure to follow us across all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course on Millions.co. Millions.co, you can get t-shirts, hoodies. Have a couple of design requests in already. I'm looking to get a really fun Sublime parody shirt whenever the design team gets to it. That should be up hopefully soon. And then when I get the next batch of hats in, I'll probably put the hats in up there as well. Shirts, they come out pretty nice. Really fucking comfortable. They're canvas shirts. If you ever work canvas shirts, I had a friend who did screen printing, and that was his absolute go-to for shirts. So I was really ecstatic to see that come in now when I came in. So just still the 20 years old versus the 27 Gianata Silva. 2 inch advantage for Ingrid De Silva. Same weight class, same weight on both sides of the cage. We get referee Jason Herzog as the first referee, which means we should not have any bullshit going on this time. Silva with the little the ankle scars on, so we probably will see a lot of kicks on that one. Half the card tonight is not representing Brazil. I think there's only 3, or I guess there's 40%. Should hear my dog go crazy any second now. Your typical flyweight bout so far, just staying able to beat. Nice left. Both kind of swinging frantically, nothing really actually connecting, despite what DC says. Really good at it this time. Someone may get clipped. Still no takedown, which is shocking. Just as I say that. Oh, right off the galley. Right to the back. The Silva just going with it. Gonna use the cage as a tag partner here. Just keep laying in. I wouldn't call that 2 takedowns. No, I wouldn't. That was a third. Maybe I'll call that a second one. I don't think the one actually counted. Gonna try to trap the right arm. Gets pushed back into the guard. He's quick with the legs. Another takedown. It's a bad position. You can easily lose it when he switches over. Interested to see how much that took out of Igor, though. Pretty close, significant strikes. A little favor to Silva. Yeah, I don't know if De Silva has one, but Silva keeps waiting for the leg kick. So if D Silva goes high, that might land. But feels easily 1-0 D Silva. Ooh. Someone's getting clipped. Right on cue. Raining hammer fist. Those are unanswered. He's pushing him away. Just bullying him at this point. It'd be interesting to see how much took out of D Silva on that one. 35-1 strikes. So if Silva can get back to his feet and start swinging again, he might be able to take Silva out. Yeah, this will be the interesting part now. Go to the back to the feet after the Silva just basically blew his load. No, you're tight. These punches they don't sound like flyweight punches. If you can go a head kick, you know, like again, that head kick is right there. Jesus. Yeah. Jason might stop this. Yeah. And maybe a little early, but you can't hate on that one. Yeah. Another good stoppage. Jeez. Yeah, that's a contract. Probably could have went a little longer. Yeah. It's rare to agree with DC, but that's the right call. 56 strikes to 12 in just the second round. Jeez. So it still moves to 8-0. Definitely gets a contract with that finish. Only 20% had it by knockout on Topology. So next up we have Kanan Kruszewski versus Dylan Montello. Montello out of the Longo Weidman MMA camp up in New York. Only 15% lean Montello. Probably most of those are probably out of Longo. Uh, Out of the 85%, 64% for Kruszewski has it by knockout, 12 by submission, 18 by decision. Out of the 50% for Montello, 52 by knockout, 14 by submission, 24 by decision. just wants to translate it. Let him translate it. And he's pretty unscathed too. You might be able to turn him right around for the Brazil card as well. Pretty unanimous on Twitter as well. Yeah, definitely. I mean, even what was Cody Durden even straight up said that's how you get a contract. Let's go. Credit Silver hanging through. I am glad I didn't move the 1.5 because I went right over the 1.5 problem. Pumi from Sarah Longo says, "Man, I could be both Silva and Silva in the handicap match." Let's see. So I call a scratch. Go to Twitter reaction. That's good. I'm glad someone else also noticed too that Charlie said a cryberry, not a crybaby. Cryberry, like a strawberry. Dylan's a good kid. This would be a nice fight. Again, M leaning under 2.5 here again. Over 2.5, sitting at negative 105. Pick them. Like because of distance. I mean, honestly, negative 165 for not going distance is probably the better play to do. What did I get? Under 2.5 at under 2.5 at negative 125. About the same. Yeah, Dylan did all his fights in like my area of regional MMA. ROC is right over in Jersey, in Atlantic City, and then his CFC's fight was in Philly. I think he may have even done a few Dead Series, but Dead Series is just ROC up in New York. They have a lot of older people on the season too, which is weird because Dana always does that whole like I don't want to sign older people. Curious what that little thumbs down thing was that popped up. I don't know if that's from like YouTube or if it was a hand gesture from my end. This one I think is gonna be a quick one as well. Pull up the typology real fast. Again, already went over it before. 85% leaning the favorite out of those 85. 64 by knockout. 12% by submission. 18% by decision. Krajewski does have uh, 4 wins by knockout and 8 by submission, 2 by decision. He's only lost by knockout back in 2019. He's a jungle fight guy, so it could be one of those things where he was playing pretty decent competition. He did a fight over in areas as well. It is interesting to see him coming out in the blue corner and Dylan being in the red corner, but I really like this whole matchmaker insight they added this season as well. So he's beaten Adriana Martins, the only man to defeat Islam Makhachev. My whole issue, though, if you're going to say he's not going to get better than he is now, why would you sign him then? And if you think he's at his peak, why don't you just sign him? Why is he going through Contender Series? So let's see. Dylan has Charlie Campbell, Al Quinta. That's not a bad corner. I think when he was in Philly, he had Steve, Al, and maybe Dennis Bazooka in his corner. I'm really curious where that whole thumbs up thing came from. I don't know where that came from. I'm assuming it's probably a YouTube thing. That was pretty much an open invite. Longo watch party as well. Let's see how this goes. Going under 2.5 here as well. Dana with his 2-hit power slap shirt on. So Dylan does like to get, he doesn't like, but he gets hit a lot. It may have been a headbutt. Fight so far. was nice. I think he went for the. I don't think he was going for the leg. We got the body really well. Good old El Quinta telling jab right in his face. Nice little elbow. That back of the heel or back of the calf. Charlie Campbell over there with the yelling as well. About 2 minutes in so far. Not a good move by Trishessi. This dude's gilly is tight. He's out of it though. He's out of it though. That's what happened in Philly. His opponent was like rocking him, dove in, and then he got submitted. Nope. That's it. That's done. That's done. Yep. Straight out. That's another contract. Actually, 2 for 2 so far. Man, if he would have bothered to control that gilly, he may have actually been able to get that. But well, I mean, one way to like never even tried to fight the hands. Santiago, how's it going, Gomez? You got a Brazilian fight come up next. Yep, he just rear naked choke Dylan. First round submission. Almost half a round, just over half a round. No problem, brother. Uh, Next fight, also Brazilian Gomez. So next fight is a payout leg for one bet, as long as Talita Adenkar can get the win. What's up? All right, so you are Ghost. How many mark you as paid then on the on the pool? All right, so next one, Talita Adenkar versus Stephanie Luciano. Um, Talita Adenkar out of MMA Masters. So that's Kobe Covington, Nate the Train, Ilya Tapore, Priscilla Kucheller. Uh, also Charlie Radke. On the other side, Stephanie Luciano out of Green Fight Team. I've never heard of the other three people they train with. Topology has Alan Carr by 77%, one whole percent of that by knockout, 49% by submission, 44% by decision. Luciano has 15% knockout, 5% submission, 73% by decision. I do think the prop for this fight was definitely over 2.5 or to win by decision. I just went straight. Uh, Toledo. Yeah, I think we definitely have two contracts. Hey, Gomez. That's pretty cool. So Thiago Gomez trains with Cannon. I like the whole Z's in the side of his head. I think I did that when I was like 5. His looks a lot better though. Third fight of the night. Her only female fight, two Brazilians. So we'll go a little fun here. If Alan Carr wins, I will do two 4 ounces shirts if anyone is interested. I guess he's not an MMA master then. Topology's a liar. Yeah, it does odds. You may as well play each round and just hope it doesn't go to the decision. All right. It's always fun too because these were recorded like 3 to 4 months ago. I don't know if it's for everyone, but I know exactly this was about 3 to 4 months ago. How old is she? There's a 9 year age difference between the two. So Talita is 32, basically 33. She turns 33 next month. Stephanie is 23. Talita, though, IBJJF Jiu-Jitsu champion, was supposed to grapple Danielle Kelly, but that was back in 2020. Did fight her. She's fighting an FC fighter. LFA. I actually remember that LFA card. That was the Fuller versus Waters, where Fuller came out to Backstreet Boys. And then Stephanie's from Jungle Fights. So good spot for both these ladies. Strawweight division is about to go through a little transformation. Bit of changing at the guard. I'll say I thought she didn't claim MMA Masters, but Typology said that. Stephanie does look a lot more focused. Uh, Leading into the fight, Ellen Carr is negative 166. Stephanie Luciano is plus 140. And kind of tempted to hedge this a little bit. I think my only worry here is the age difference. Almost a decade apart. It should be a fun one. Yeah, 5 inch height difference, 7 inch. Jeez, I may have messed up this bet. Be interesting how long it takes for Alan Carr to shoot. You gotta move, Jason. So, in case you didn't see it, if Alan Carr makes it into the UFC, should be tied with the shortest arm span or reach. Yeah, there's the shoot. Really good takedown. Get back up. Damn. Kicks right into the shin suck. Yeah, I'm Luciano. I want her to get back up. Yeah, Jason can stand them. Jason gets him back to the feet. I'm sure Alan Carr's going to shoot again pretty much instantly. Yep, right to the back. Nice up kick. These up kicks are not fun. The thing with the height difference too. She just has those legs for days. If all her submissions are mainly rear naked chokes, too, it's gonna be hard. It's kind of at the side control. Short elbows might come in here. Luciana has the right arm pin. I think it's free now. Nice little bit of wrist control, going to the elbow, the ribs a little bit. Luciana's kind of trapped here. Can't tell if she's trying to get a crucifix or Alan Carr wants to get that right leg free. She did lose the arm trap. Would say short elbows, but I think everything about Alan Carr is short. And she should try to do the Conor McGregor shoulder. Luciana might be able to get to her feet here. Oh, these elbows though. Throw an elbow. Maybe get one more takedown here to end the round. I don't know if she can get the trip here at the height difference. Ten-second clapper goes off. Luciana going to go for the head. Striking now. And there for a I don't know if that takedown would count. She gets shot right into the knee. Just up kick money. See, I think she always gets around, but she should have worked the elbows a little bit more. Luciano currently a plus 130 dog live. It's actually 10 points better than at the start of the fight. And actually, as I said, they are now Luciano is now the favorite at negative 120 versus the negative one. Actually, oof, this this may switch. Luciano is now the negative 360 favorite. Negative 520 favorite. And you could have grabbed that money line. Went from plus 320 to negative 130 with that takedown. Really nice body block. She doesn't really want to. Gallagher doesn't really want to punch or anything because it's going to open up and let her kind of rotate out. We're going to go negative 200 on Alan Carr now. Negative 238. Negative 298. And she's not going to really do any much real damage with those punches. Flatten her, and just go. With the arm trapped and the arms out. Arms aren't moving though, which is weird. Stick to the back. Negative 720 now. Jeez. Yeah, it's coming back. Like, there's not much going on with this position. Minute left. Luciana is now on top. It's went from negative 720 to negative 150. We're about to hit back to pick them odds now. So end of the round, definitely 2 rounds to owe Alan Carr, and yet the odds are negative 210. She might just pop her knee. Yep. Luciana is currently the negative 195 favorite. Now, mind you, Alan Carr was as low as negative 720. Should have hedged when I thought. Current odds, live odds going to the third round, plus 135 for Alan Carr, negative 175 for Luciano. 5 minutes to go. Just punching air. Man, Alan Carr does not want to be there anymore. Negative 425 for Luciano. She's not even. She's not. If she can somehow stretch this out 4 minutes, yeah, no reason to sit there and kick the legs. Make her up. Get her up. Luciana needs to just stand. Went for the leg. Half a round to go. We could very well go. Why is she going to the ground? There's no reason for her to be on the ground. Yeah. She needs to do like those Kevin Holland hammer fists from the bottom or from the top. 'She is not a Marab, put it that way. 90 seconds. Got a minute and 3. Yeah, this could very well be a draw. 45 seconds. 35 seconds. 25 seconds. Jump guard. Jump guard. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. So we are looking at either a draw or an Allen Carr win. Odds did finish plus 300 for Allen Carr and a negative 520 or whatever for the other. I don't think either one. I mean, Dana looked excited, but I don't think either one of those two are getting a contract. I could see maybe Luciano getting a short notice fight. Don't see. pretty sure that's going to be. Yeah, definitely was close. I mean, Jason could have stopped it in the third, especially when like he said get up and she kind of just like scooted up. That could be like a Herbert Burns thing. Probably gonna get maybe 29, 28, maybe two 28, 28. 18 takedown attempts. She only landed four. I'm actually surprised they actually did a correct 28, 28. No, I think no contract on that one. Luciano more likely to get a short notice call than the other. So I mean, that was definitely that is what a 10-8 round is. Not Krauser versus Valentina. That's a 10-8. If you want to go with the three Ds, Luciana had damage. She had duration. Now, Jacoby Jones is one of the higher ones on my prospect list. So I was very excited to see him get the call for this. So with him coming out of AKA, I'm sure DC won't be annoying as hell in this fight. So wait, let's see what my bet drops down to with the draw. I mean, negative 166 and negative 125, which could be decent still. And then the last two fights of the night, I have Jacoby Jones, negative 3.5 spread. So that's unanimous decision. Unanimous decision with no rounds going to the other side, which may be the issue. And then under 1.5 in the main event. So we went down from to a negative one or plus 188. Pull out almost 2 units on that one. The other bet goes from plus like 1040 to plus 624. So if the Jacoby Jones and the under hit the next two, I pull about four, 4.25 units off that bet, and then plus the almost two there. So this one is interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen Daniel fight. Daniel James Allen. Nah, Dragon House. UWC. It's down in Mexico. Yeah, not to discredit Daniel's record, but definitely feel Jacoby has the better track record here. So Jacoby Jones 6-1. 6-1 versus the 4-0 favorite. On Topology, out of 1,249 selections, 80% go to Jones, 20% Allen. Out of the 80% for Jones, 55% by knockout, 16% by submission, 23% by decision. Out of the 20 for Allen, 32% by knockout, 7% by submission, 51% by decision. So, if you are new here, please like, subscribe, do all the finagle fun stuff that everyone does online. YouTube.com/4ounces of freedom, Facebook.com/4ounces of freedom, Instagram.com/4ounces of freedom pod, Twitter.com/4ounces of freedom pod, Millions.co 4ounce-2-freedom. We are streaming the remainder of the Contender series this season. We're at week 7 now, so there's 3 more weeks to go. We will also be doing CFFC 126 October 13th, CFFC 127, which will be announced probably at 126. Fury grappling cards when they pop up. If I do Fury grappling, I will try to get a jiu-jitsu specialist with me so he can kind of explain a little more what's going on than what I can, as I just enjoy watching it. I don't always understand the positions and all that. So Jones will probably shoot. This one will be interesting because Daniel Allen does have wrestling experience as well. I haven't noticed, but apparently someone else has been tracking. Apparently, if you just bet red corner every fight, you'll hit a lot more during Contender series. Nice teeth. Really nice movement by Jacoby. Ooh. Ooh. Nice way to throw shots out of that. Yeah, Jacoby Jones is one as a prospect who I've been begging to come to the CFFC cage. I believe he has had a multi-fight with LFA, so never got the opportunity to see him in person. He's swanging. Yeah, not sure how I like the -3.5 here because kind of need him to win all 3 rounds, and that's the case. or get a finish. These little scrambles aren't too fun though. That head kick's not really doing anything. So really even actually. Jones should be able to do like the double left feint right. That might get. They hit 90 seconds left in the first round. Interested if either one of them shoot around the 45-second mark. Just because like this round has been even, I am kind of leaning a little more to Allen. They're about to hit the minute mark. Yeah. At the 40-second mark. I'm expecting one of them to shoot. 20 seconds. 15. Body kicks are nice, but it's not going to give them the round. Yeah, I think we got the first round 10-9 Allen. Jacoby looks a little annoyed. Yeah, Jacoby Jones opened at a negative 210 favorite. He's at a plus 180 underdog right now, with Big Allen at negative 238 live odds. Coach Aviar. Yeah. Jacoby kind of pointing out that everything he's throwing has heat. So that's a little worrisome that he's getting a little nervous. No, that's a dick kick. Ugh. No point taking the 5 minutes on this one. Yeah, this is not going how I expected this fight to go at all. Yeah, neither have. They're both wrestlers. Want Jones to shoot. See who's the better wrestler. Just punch air there. Just shoot. See, yeah, you can't do a point for these. Yeah, they might do that like the hard warning here. So what this does do though is if he gives the hard warning, Allen at that point was going to basically stop throwing kicks. Because when you threaten, you take a point and then you get close to that DQ level, bro. I don't know. Who are you? I'm 4 ounces of freedom, and you're Alekin, who looks like you're rage quitting. And just because something's in your recommendations doesn't mean you have to click it. Yeah, Jacoby just needs to shoot for this one. So here's the thing: he's gonna put in anger now. Finally, get some wrestling going on now. Jonesy, I would shoot again if I was Jones. I don't understand why they're not shooting. It's weird saying he wants to see more activity from Allen. I think Allen's doing the more action. Like Allen's literally just dancing away. 2-1. If that phrase. Ooh, he needs to just shoot. So even significant strikes. He can start getting the body kick to the liver area. That might work for Jones. 45 seconds remaining. Allen is just moving through. 30 seconds to go. I mean, Jones is good at getting out of the way, but I mean, it's also like this is an Allen fight. Nice body kick. Just running. I would expect in between rounds that harsh warning to both sides about low kicks. Personally, I have it 2-0. Let's see how the odds are looking. Daniel Allen, negative 560 favorite. I'm so glad they switched corners just as Jacoby was explaining something. Just to hear Xavier give his same old bullshit. Does look like they removed the round props for the main event, which doesn't make any sense. There it is. Yeah, Jacoby needs to just go balls to the wall here. Yeah, Jones needs to just go balls to the wall here. He's he wants to go to the ground. He's at the ground now. 3 minute 50 left. It'd be great if he gets like the head kick knockout, but I don't see it happening. Boxing himself against the cage isn't going to help either. Allen shot once. No, Allen did do one. Jacoby is not fighting like someone who wants to win. Yeah, Mark Montoya is spot on. He can't accept this. He has to get up. I mean, Allen can just lay here for 2 minutes and be fine. It's not a close fight at all. I don't know what DC thinks is a close fight. This is not it. Yeah, right back to the ground. Yeah, if I'm Allen, I might even just let him. I mean, yeah, maybe he can just lay here and win, but I mean, for the contract, you kind of want to put a show on. Yeah, just start swinging. 90 seconds, he's gonna go swing for the fences. No, so I'll just fight with him go at all. Now just gonna tee off him against the cage. 1 minute to go. Jones is just tired. He don't have anything left in him. Only 20% of people on Typology picked Allen. It's crazy. 30 seconds to go. Jones just looked like he never got into this fight at all. Yeah, Jacoby was really mad at himself for that one. So I don't know if that's going to get Allen a contract. Thirty 27. What round did Jacoby Jones win? All right, so main event next up. I'm just gonna basically just go straight Shamil by knockout. I'm just curious to see now if he gets a contract. It's not the Jacoby Jones I'm used to seeing at all. So Jacoby moves to 6-2 now. So he does have the vacant lightweight title. So I don't think we're going to need the 15 minutes for the main event. Two undefeated heavyweights. Let's see. Trained with Shogun. Yeah. Two phones. I wouldn't give Daniel Allen a contract. I think he needs one or two more. I think two contracts so far. And if Shamil gets this knockout in the first round, probably a contract there too. Which just gave me a same game parlay. I would have done. I don't like betting against CDC champions, but I think Shamil just takes this one. So I'm going to wrap up at the end of the fight. I'm not going to wait for the contracts. I think we're pretty set on contracts. I'm pretty sure we have two. And then depending on how this fight finishes, we'll see how it goes. So again, Greg Velasco is a wrestler, um, heavyweight with submission capabilities. Was going to be on PFL's Challenger Series. Did all the media for it, like the recording, and then was not on there. This will be a fun fight. So current feather CVC feather or heavyweight champion. Gianni taking Velasquez by finish. Volleyball, always the perfect base for MMA. It is weird seeing Greg Velasquez not wear pink shorts, or at least half pink shorts. So I'm expecting Shamil to kind of go head hunting right out of the gate. Greg is going to try to withstand that, try to get wrestling going. So 33-year-old, 8.5-inch reach advantage. Jason Herzog going to try to maintain these two heavyweights. Yep, here goes Velasquez wrestling. Pretty standard for Greg. He does. Interesting to see Kazeev not get back to his feet because that one punch sat him down. Just get right back up. You need to go mount and just start laying. There's the mount. Velasquez gonna go out. This is why I don't do methods of victory props. So that's the end of week 7. You only get 3 contracts tonight, maybe 4. Maybe they get Daniel Allen. I'm not going to stick around for the contract. I'm going to wrap it up now. So we will be back next Tuesday. Like and subscribe on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Millions.co. Thank you for Millions for hosting this. Have a good night.